what should somebody do after a binge?
Oh, there's a lot there. And the biggest thing the first thing that I have to share is shame and guilt are a cop out. This is something I say. So what I mean by this is when you go into shame and guilt, you don't process anything. That's it. You
Mm.
don't learn from it. You don't move forward. It's just it's the end of the road. It's a dead end. It's like, I can't believe you did that. I can't believe you did that. You're never going to get this. But it's that. That's it. That's the end of it.
Yeah.
So if you can remove shame and guilt, it's hard when that's the pattern, right? It's just like, no, I am mad at myself. Why did I do that? And all this comes in. If you can remove that and be like, instead of why did I do that? It's like, hey, actually I'm here with you, me. and like why do you think that happened? Like genuinely, like just curious. What do you think led into that? And giving yourself a break, you'll start to find answers. But that's like, it's like, no, you can't be nice to yourself because then you'll just keep doing it. That's not what happens. Shame researcher, not shame researcher, self-compassion, compassion researcher Kristen Neff talks about this in her book, Self-Compassion, which is like, if you're in this thing, you need to read Self-Compassion. It's one of the best books ever. And she says that when you are in the pattern of shaming and guilting yourself, you will actually not process, like I'm saying, because you've now associated pain with that whole thing until you just avoid it. And I know y'all know what I'm talking about because I've been there. It's just like, can't believe I did that. It's okay. I don't care. And it's like, no, you're shaming yourself. So first of all, that is like, get curious, give yourself a big old heart hug. Hey, it's okay. I love you. It's okay. I'm actually just genuinely curious. Like, what do you think is going on in a neutral, loving, supportive energy? And then you'll start to find answers. Second, don't do your same old crap of like going and trying to exercise it all off, because when you do that, or trying to fast it off, when like just wait until you get hungry again and just roll with it, because when you do that, that leads into the next episode of like, okay, well, I'll just, and I know you guys know what I'm talking about, is like, I'll just fast all day the next day, or I'll just run 10 miles tomorrow. Like, no, stop. So like, don't do that. Resist the urge to do that, because you're just patterning it in even more. Last thing I'll say, sorry, this is not quite your question, but just throwing, if you like feast and famine, if you like feasting, which is like maybe binging, like I'm like, well, I don't binge, but I definitely just eat to satiety. Try intermittent fasting. You might really enjoy it, because it's like you just wait till you get good and hungry and eat lots of nutritious food during the day, not worry about it too much. And then I cut it off at night because I want to get good quality sleep. Right. And it's just the intention. It's not like I can't eat. It's just I don't want to, because I want to wake up feeling amazing tomorrow. So if you like binging, like it's kind of a nice lifestyle. It's like maybe you might enjoy the flow of just being able to freaking eat to satiety. I hate eating a small meal and not feeling satisfied at the end. Like I'm gonna kill someone. I'm
Exactly.
still hungry. Like, no.
I'm the
So
same.
yeah.
I'm the same way. And if you think about it, after the binge, your blood sugar's gone way up. So what's it going to do? Come down. And that's when you want to go into that cycle again.
Yeah.
Well, just like you're saying, when you are hungry and when you come down and you're craving, go for the protein. Because what is
Yeah.
that going to do? That's going to stabilize your blood
Yes.
sugar, increase the glucagon, which is going to
Yeah.
increase
That's a
your,
great tip.
right? You're going to
Mhm.
increase the fat oxidation, but then you're going to stop that cycle. Just kind of and focus
Yeah.
on the protein. I tell my kids for different reasons. I tell them because they're all athletes. Eat your protein first, sitting at your plate. You've got your meat and maybe your vegetables and your starch, and they do have their carbs because they're athletes. And
Yeah.
as you talk about, your muscles are those carb sponges.
Yeah.
But to eat your protein first, 9 out of 10 times, you're not going to finish everything else on your plate because your
Yeah.
brain says, I'm full, I'm good. But then if you
Mhm.
go and have the Ben and Jerry's afterwards, you could probably eat 2 cartons, because then
Mhm.
it tricks your brain into that dopamine addictive behavior, right?
Yeah,
It's
and you
that,
just don't get full all the way, right? Like, you just don't have that long-term protein has the longest impact in terms of duration of satiety, right? So,
Right.
and then if you add fiber to that mix, like, holy smokes, like if your gut can tolerate fiber, like you're gonna be full for a really long time.
Absolutely. We have a few minutes left, and you being an amazing physically in shape, you have the physique that most women, especially me, would like. And so I
Mhm.
want to talk about the fact that muscles are so important for not just vanity, but for longevity and for health, and also for this restrictive binge cycling, because you've got these muscles that need the carbs and need the calories. All of those things work together. So let's talk
Mhm.
about the importance of strength training and muscles, especially for women.
Yeah, thank you. I like it's like, okay, ladies, like I'm on the other side now and I can tell you cuz like it blow I was always I started getting overweight in 3rd grade, right? So like I
Mhm.
know what it's like to like feel defeated and like I can't do it and everyone else can figure it out but me. Like I never could have ever imagined that someday I would be the person that my girlfriends are like, "How do you freaking eat that much? Like, how can
Mhm.
you literally, how can you eat that much food?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I'm just hungry and not get fat." Okay. So, like, this is it. This is it. When you're weight training, when you've built muscle and you have not only like these storage tanks or the sponges I talk about, which can hold a lot of carbohydrate stored in these babies, right? The more muscle mass you have,
Mhm.
the more carbohydrates you store in there and all of that. But when you're consistently doing it, the hormone shifts that are being created in your body, you're becoming more insulin sensitive. You're creating growth hormone on a regular basis, which is like the magic pill of fat loss, muscle growth. So it's like, and if you can look at weight training as fun, like for me, it's like, I mean, I was kicking butt in there this morning. I will fully admit, like, I, it's almost like funny because it's like people who go to my gym know I'm like so into it. I'm just like, it's just so fun for me. It's so fun for me now, with more experience to like push myself like that. I'm not doing it for the body composition stuff anymore. I'm just doing it because it's literally fun. But I get all that. I get all that. And even like guys that I know from the gym that are like really ripped, they're like, I don't eat perfect. I eat like I
Mhm.
went to get fast food burger, fries, and a soda and a milkshake last night. Now I'm not advocating that and I don't really eat that way. I mean, I might have some sweet potato fries every once in a while, but like all I'm saying is like you get so much wiggle room in your nutrition. And I know for women, it's like, I just want to be able to eat and not get fat. That's how you do it. That's
Yep.
it. That's how you do it is like
A-
consistently lift weights. And like, if you want that, that's your ticket. So yeah.
I am the same way. My workout is my playtime. I love it. I try to do new things. I try to get ideas. I try to change it
Mhm.
up. I feel my body. If my back
Yeah.
sore, I'm doing my
Yeah.
legs. I don't have a set routine,
Yep.
and I've stayed away from the chronic cardio because I know it's not doing me any good, especially, and Tara, I'm older than you. As you get into perimenopause and menopause, your adrenals aren't as
Mhm.
forgiving, right?
Right.
So you
Right.
really have to be careful, and it's
Yes.
not going to get you anywhere, right?
Yeah.
The
It's good in small doses, but not as the only ticket.
Exactly. Do it for your mental health when you need to
Yeah.
do it, but don't do it to get the body composition that you're
Yeah.
after.
Right.
And you're not going to get big. I lift heavy, heavy weights and I'm trying and it doesn't work. But in all seriousness, you're going to be as big as your genetics give you.
Yeah.
And we don't have the testosterone that men have.
Right.
And that's what makes us so special.
I just
So,
posted about this morning. I don't know. You probably haven't seen it, but I just I'm bratty about it sometimes, but I'm just messing with people. But I'm like, if you think you're gonna get bulky, I'm like, okay, prove it. Show me.
right.
Let's see it. Show me how you get bulky. I'm like, it's not as easy as you thought it was, is it? And
Yes. And you know what? If you start getting bulky, you can always stop. You know
yeah,
how to go
that's what I say.
back,
I'm like,
right?
just
So
eat less
so just
protein and
try
stop
it.
lifting.
Exactly.